I wonder if I can finish this tonight. I already feel tired. Like, I've been feeling so tired lately. But, I think I could finish this tonight. I've only got like 7 chapters left. It's possible. It's possible. I fiddle around with my phone as I lean against one of the stone pillars erected along the sidewalk. We decided to meet up here before going to the fun fair at night. At the moment, I'm the first one here. It doesn't take too long for someone else to arrive on the scene. It's Aiden. My heart flutters wildly in my chest, and I push myself away from the pillar. Hey, I greet him with a smile. There has to be another conflict at some point, right? Things are too smooth right now and too smooth too early, so there has to be a conflict at some point. A soft expression graces his face, and he gives me a smile in return. Good evening, he returns my greeting. Memories of yesterday flood my mind, the way I touched him in the shower stall. I'll be honest, it was on my mind even when I went home, even when I went to bed. I wonder, does Aiden think about it too? You look pretty, he says bashfully. The compliment was unexpected and catches me off guard. Here I am thinking about lewd things and Aiden is innocently praising my looks. I suddenly recall his checklist he made for the date. The first bullet point was to give a compliment. I know I said not to follow the rules so much, especially since I don't conform to the norm in the first place, but I guess this one isn't so bad after all. I brushed the hair away from my bare shoulders. I decided to wear a loose top with a plunging neckline and a skin-tight skirt. I may have gone a bit over the top in trying to appear sexy. Thanks, I mutter. I catch Aiden gazing down my neckline and I grin at him. I guess I picked out the right outfit, huh? Aiden straightens up and averts his eyes with a gulp, his cheeks colouring red. He whines out. Whether that's an agreement or a disagreement, I can't tell. I know this isn't a date, but somehow it ends up feeling like one. It's probably because the others haven't shown up yet. You know, you didn't stare this hard when I was in my bikini, I point out. That's because I was trying hard not to, he admits, shifting his weight around on the spot. And now you've lost your self-control? I joke. Hey! A shrill voice calls out to us. Lexi, I say happily, turning towards her as she walks up to us with a broad grin on her face. So, where are those 2 dogs? She asks, looking around. Running late. I think they're lost, I say, taking out my phone and checking for any messages. They said they left 20 minutes ago, Aiden pitches in. What's so hard about using GPS on your phone? Lexi scoffs. They probably tried to go into a street that was blocked off because of the fun fair, I note. When the fun fair is in town, they block off several streets so you can't enter them the regular way anymore. We're currently near one of the entrances. I told you we had to turn left before, whines a voice in the background. We spot the 2 walking on the sidewalk coming towards us. They're in an argument. Hey guys, Lexi yells excitedly. When they finally notice us, Lexi is already running up to them and giving them both a hug. Aiden and I wave at them. I can't believe you're actually here, Lexi gushes. I can't believe how short you are. You're tiny. Cinna smiles back as he puts a hand above Lexi's head to measure her. Wow, still a dick in real life, Lexi scoffs as she swats him away. Mero laughs. It's good to see you, Vu. So, Mr. Left Turn, huh? Aiden jokes. Apparently, this guy is blind, Cinna explains. Well, I misread it. I'm not wearing glasses, Mero argues back. Oh, right. Where are your glasses? Asks Lexi. Pretty sure the pictures you've sent of yourself had you wearing glasses. Aren't you wearing contacts? Cinna guffaws. They're out of date, okay? You're the one who asked me to wear them in the first place. I only took them with me because I knew we were going to the pool. Well, we're gonna go on some rides. What if your glasses fall off during it? Cinna rebukes. I mean, Cinna makes a great point. You might actually lose them, I say. To be honest, I see lots of people wear glasses and ride roller coasters, Aiden points out. I think they're tight enough to hold on. See? Mero throws his hands. Didn't need to wear contacts. You know, in chat your bickering is a lot more bearable, but in person... Lexi groans to make a point. It grows on you, I say with a laugh. It's like any other married couple, Aiden adds. Just leave them be. We're not married, Mero protests. Come on, let's go to the fun fair, I tell everyone, leading the way. The music is loud and obnoxious while people are bustling about. The colours are flickering and super bright. Rides keep blaring out weird phrases such as cool and showtime. I take in a deep breath with a smile. I love this atmosphere. And once again, the music is fucking loud as shit. Aiden appears next to me, leaning in closer so that I can hear him under all that noise. Are you planning on riding any dangerous ones? He asks. Dangerous like what? Aiden points at a ride called the Booster, which is the tallest ride in the fair, as tall as a 12-story apartment building. It goes around in a large circle, flipping you over multiple times. I live for danger, I say, smirking. Haha, he laughs nervously. I certainly don't. I poke his side. What, scared? Yes, 100% yes. I pout at him. So you won't join me? I might pee myself. Do you want pee in your face? That's how you get pee in your face. Ugh. Fucking gross, man. Finna joins our conversation with a disgusted face. That's not the kind of ride I want to go on either, Mero confesses. Last time I went on something like that, I had to throw up. And it was not pleasant. Duly noted. Let's not go any wild rides with Mero, says Lexi, holding her finger up in the air. Stinner leans his elbow on top of Mero's shoulder, gesturing at the entire fun fair. Then pray tell, what kind of ride does your stomach tolerate? Mero points his finger at a kiddie ride, a vintage-looking merry-go-round. White horses decorate its circular podium. Stinner ruffles Mero's hair with a snort. I might fall asleep if I go on that ride. I'm gonna show you the real fun, starting now. What do you mean, starting now? Aren't we having fun? Mero sounds confused. Stinner brandishes something from his purse, a black rectangular box. I got this for you, specifically for today. Wow, what's that? You giving gifts? Where's mine? Lexi jumps in, eager to know what it is. Don't be greedy, ho. Don't call her a ho, I'll slap you. Stinner sneers. You think I got money growing on trees? What is this? Mero asks, looking at the box. Then I see the rainbow letters on the box, chroma. Oh, the chroma glasses. Aiden notices it as well. Those are the glasses my dad got. Wait, you got me those expensive glasses that I specifically told you not to get me? Mero complains. What can I say? I have the memory of a goldfish. Goldfish actually have pretty good memory, I rebuke his point. Shut up, Banan. No one asked for your opinion. Stinner groans. Just open the damn box. Mero huffs. Fine. Is this why you asked me to wear my contacts? He asks accusingly, taking the glasses out of the black box. Wow, aren't you so smart? Stinner rolls his eyes. Now put them on. Mero sighs deeply, but he does actually put on the glasses. He takes a second to look around before settling his gaze on Stinner again. You happy now? They don't work, he says, throwing his arms around dramatically. You look just as dumb as you did before. Ouch, you wound me, Stinner pouts. The instructions say it can take like 30 minutes for your eyes to notice the changes, says Aiden. I remember that when my dad got his. Though he tried it for a day and sadly didn't notice a difference. See, Ziggy's dad didn't see anything either, Mero sighs. I don't know why you decided to be such a poopy head and get me something super expensive when you know I didn't want it. Now you're gonna have to send it back and... Suddenly Mero stops rambling when his eyes land on me, or specifically, my cleavage. Whoa, dude. Mero, my eyes are up here, I tell him jokingly. It's red, he says, still staring. Oh, my shirt? Yes, it is. Mero takes off his glasses and squints at me again, then puts them back on. Then he makes a weird garbled noise. But it's really red, he notes. Stinner slaps Mero's back and gives him a satisfied smirk. So you can see red now? I'm so sorry. He asks arrogantly. It's really red, Mero repeats in awe of my shirt. Technically, he still can't see red, Aiden explains like he's a walking dictionary at this point. But he might be able to distinguish the shades better now. And that's pink? He asks, looking at Lexi's shirt. Yeah, I'm wearing pink, she says, smiling. I thought it was the same color as your jacket, just grey, but it's pink. Wait, you couldn't see pink before? Lexi asks, baffled. It's always been a light color that it was hard to differentiate from grey, he replies. Aiden chuckles. That's what happens when you're red-green colorblind. You see in blue and yellow. Wait, no green either? I ask, surprised. I haven't really researched colorblindness all that much, but I thought Mero couldn't see red. I thought green was possible. I'm pretty sure... Here's some drama that nobody cares about. I'm pretty sure, and again, I know I can like talk so much shit about my exes, because even though 3 of my serious exes know about my YouTube channel, they will never fucking watch any of this. They don't care. But I'm pretty sure that my last girlfriend, who I was with for like 3 years, I'm pretty sure she was lying about being colorblind. She said she had like, that she saw stuff in like browns and grays or something. I can't remember exactly. But she was like, oh, I have such a super rare type of color blindness where I can't see this. But the thing is when you lie about having to be colorblind, you have to pretend you don't know what the other colors are. If that makes sense. And so she would say, I think she was like, she couldn't see like purple or something. I don't know. She couldn't see a bunch of others as well. But like, she would just say things every now and then. I'd be like, you can see that color, can't you? I just think she was lying about it. I mean, she lied about a lot of things because she liked to think of herself as special. But let's not trash talk to her too much. Oh, I mean, the greens blend together. Mero looks around the funfair with an awe-inspiring expression on his face. Now I can tell them apart. He stares very intently at my shirt. But wow, the reds are really popping out. What about the neon orange over there? Asked Sinner, pointing at a very colourful billboard. Ooh, Mero coos. It's like it's glowing. Mero skitters away and eagerly touches all the different objects in his vicinity. Sinner runs after him, pointing at various different colours around him. Seems he liked the glasses after all, I say with a chuckle. It's just like Sinner to buy them, even if Mero said he didn't want them, says Lexi. Seeing his reaction, I wish my dad could have seen the same thing, says Aiden wistfully. Oh, he didn't notice the difference, right? I ask. He shakes his head. Tried it for a day, no change. It doesn't work for everyone, sadly. Well, I'm sure he appreciated the gesture anyway, I reassure him. And I hope you returned it. Those things are pricey, Lexi gasps. We did, Aiden chuckles. Took him out to a restaurant a week later instead. Aren't you a nice son? I say, smiling at him. Just aiming to please, he says, smiling back at me. Well, maybe you should take me out to a restaurant, I suggest slyly. Maybe I will, he fires back. Guys, gross, I'm still here. Don't make me be a third wheel, Lexi groans. I laugh at her, then link my arms with her. So, which ride do you want to go on first? I ask. Roller coaster, she cheers. Let's go. The smell of metal fills my nostrils as I sit down in the front row seat. Aiden sits next to me while Sinner is next to Lexi because Mero declined to go on the ride, citing his low tolerance for fast rides. That's fine. Honestly, I probably already talked about this in a previous video that had roller coasters in them, maybe one of the previous routes. But I even when, like, I don't feel like I had very obvious anxiety. And I don't think it has anything to do with anxiety. I just think that by design, roller coasters have to have the, like, the things that, the seat belts that aren't seat belts are like things that you pull over like that. And then the people will, like, push them into your chest to make sure they're, like, locked in place because otherwise you'll fucking die if they come off. But it always felt way too tight and I was like, I'm gonna die. I can't breathe. But it was always, like, fine. I don't know. But I used to love roller coasters. You gotta hold your hands up in the air, Lexi cheers from behind us. I turn to look at her. That's one way to slap someone in the face. I laugh. Yeah, I don't want an elbow to the face, says Sinner. You'd mess up this chiseled jaw, he says as he pulls his fingers down the corners of his mouth like an evil villain. I'd do you a service instead, Lexi snorts. Whatever you do, don't take out your phone, warns Aiden. Who would do that? I ask. Aiden points at everyone else behind us. The coaster is filled with people who are chatting and using their cell phones. Oh, I sigh. That's a good way to lose your phone, he says. Why are you saying that while looking at me? Asks Sinner accusingly. I'm not that stupid. You sure about that? I joke. Then I turn to look at Aiden. Are you okay going on this ride? There's a loop and everything. We can still get you off. Aiden grips the handlebars. No, the handlebars are the things, like the actual things. Like in the cart. I can handle it, he boasts. Then he looks at the large ride we saw at the start with a grimace. Just don't make me go on that one. I can't make you do anything. You sure have a knack for it. I'm about to retort until the cars start moving and we finally get hoisted up high in the sky. The all-familiar clacking of the gears makes it all the more exciting as we approach the top. Aiden, however, looks anxious, his hands wrapped around the bar like it's his lifeline. We topple over the edge, and within a second, I feel the pit of my stomach drop as we ride all the way down. I yell out loud, as well as everyone else. That was scary! I can hear Lexi yell from behind me. Not as scary as your face when you yell, Sinner hollers back. We round a corner really fast before we approach the formidable loop. I can feel the weight of the gravity push us down and up as we loop around. Until I see a blur of an object whiz past me. Ah! Aiden yelps out as he gets hit by it. He holds onto his lip, which is starting to bleed. Oh god, are you alright? I ask as we swerve left and right in the coaster. Blah, blah, blah. He mumbles as a response. That doesn't sound good. Get us off this coaster. 10 seconds later and the ride is over. I rush to check on Aiden. What happened? Did he get hit by a fucking phone? What was that? I ask, looking at his face. Phone? He suggests, rubbing his lip. Don't rub it. You're bleeding, I say, concerned. Let me get you a handkerchief or something. They haven't kissed yet, have they? They've just, like, been perverts together. What happened to your face? Asks Sinner, confused as he steps out of the roller coaster. I lost my phone! Did anyone see an iPhone XV around here anywhere? A girl yells in the background. Oh shit, did you get hit by a phone? Lexi looks at him in shock. Aiden nods with a sad expression. You really have dumb fucking luck, my dude. Sinner shakes his head. After digging through my small purse, I take out some tissues and dab it against Aiden's swollen lip. Someone ought to lecture that girl, I huff out loud. That's so dangerous. It could have been your eye. I don't think that's gonna matter much. She's already crying her eyes out at the moment, mentions Lexi, pointing at the girl who lost her phone. Apparently she's been reunited with it. Its front screen and back are completely shattered. She's crying as if a family member had died. That gives me some form of solace. Still, Aiden got hurt. Huh? Hey everyone, how was that? Wow, what happened to Ziggy? Mero joins the scene. Got hit by a flying phone, Sinner explains. Oh. Sorry. What? Really? Maybe you should get some ice for the swelling, he suggests. That's not a bad idea, I say. We could get you some ice cream? I'm not going to say no to that, he says with a grin. We all walk down the lane full of food stalls. There's all sorts of street food available. It's making me hungry with all the delicious smells. When we spot an ice cream parlor, we order our ice cream. Does that feel better? I ask, seeing Aiden lick his ice cream. He hums in agreement, taking a big bite from the top. Everyone's got an ice cream cone in hand as we explore the fun fair some more. Oh, a shooting range, Sinner exclaims excitedly. You want to shoot for some prizes? I ask, raising my eyebrows. No, I just like to blow stuff up, he explains. The prize is just secondary. You make it sound like you're some really good shot. I was reading on like autopilot just then. This is gonna go out so much later. I'm recording this in March, really early March, but on like the 12th of March, I'm going to stay at my little brother's house to cat sit for him for a couple of days. I have to leave my little baby, and he does not like being alone. I'm just like worrying about that. But my brother's girlfriend is pregnant, and they want to take a little time for themselves before the baby comes. And so I'm like, well, everyone else is busy, so I'll do it. That means I have to leave my... and my mind just keeps going back to that because it's getting closer and closer. It's still like a week away. It is not a week away. It is not a week away. It is not a week away. It is a week away. Okay, it's a week away. I'm gonna be so fucking sad. Okay. I play video games daily. Of course I can shoot a gun. Yep. Those two totally don't relate, I say, shaking my head. This I gotta see, says Lexi with excitement in her voice. The three walk up ahead of us. Want to go to the shooting range? I ask Aiden. Aiden finishes up his ice cream and wipes his mouth. You finished that up quick, I say, impressed. I still haven't even gotten halfway with mine. That was good, he says, smiling. But yeah, sure, we can shoot some stuff. Alright, let's go catch up, I say. Aiden turns to walk, but then stumbles over his own two left feet and crashes against me. My ice cream goes flying and splatters onto the ground. But that's not all. Aiden, while trying to keep himself steady against me, slipped his hand inside of my shirt, his hand on top of my breast. Oh, Aiden says as he retrieves his hand at lightning speed. I lower my eyebrows at him. I wasn't finished with that. Sorry, it was an accident. He scratches his red cheek. I fix my shirt since Aiden ruffled it a bit. That free grope just now? I can't let that slide. Aiden's eyes grow large. I grin at him. You deserve a punishment, I tell him. Aiden gulps. I understand, he concedes. Follow me. Instead of walking towards where Sinner and Mero are, I lead Aiden to the backside of a building, eventually disappearing into an alley. Away from prying eyes, I push him up against the brick wall. Aiden's eyes grow wide and he reels in his arms for protection. I can feel him start to tremble beneath me. Take off your underwear, I command him. What? He says in disbelief. Here? Now? Did I stutter? I huff. You want to show you're sorry, don't you? Aiden nervously nods his head up and down. Then take it off. With his hands on the belt of his pants, he pauses, staring at me with a faint red blush on his cheeks. Are you gonna watch? He asks, unsure. I grin at him mischievously. Not like I haven't seen it before. I think you revel too much in getting me undressed. I won't deny that, I admit, smirking. I finally remove myself from Aiden, giving him the freedom to move. Now hurry up, we can't stay away for too long before they notice we're not there. Yes, goddess, he sighs. Aiden starts to fiddle around with his belt buckle until he's finally dropped down his pants to the floor. His shirt mostly covers his boxers. He steps out of his pants and then halts his movements. I can tell his face is super red, despite him trying to cover it up behind his ear. Not going to lie, a bashful Aiden is super adorable. He takes in a deep breath as he wedges his fingers underneath the hem of his boxer briefs. Then, in a quick and consecutive movement, he tugs them all the way down. Before I can get a good look of his naked form, Aiden's already pulled his shirt over it to hide himself. I bite my lip in bitter disappointment. But I won't push my luck too far. If he wants to cover it, he can stay covered. I did what you asked, he says shyly, holding onto his boxer briefs in one hand. Good, I say, then take it from his hand. I quickly reach underneath my skirt and slip off my own thong. Oh Lord, have mercy, Aiden squeaks. I dangle my black thong in front of his face. You're going to wear this instead, I say with a grunt, and I'll be taking yours. Seems comfy. I stuff my thong into Aiden's hand and then ignore him as I pull on his boxer briefs. Oh, they fit quite nicely. A little tight around my thighs, but I'm surprised I could wear it at all. Aiden's still standing there, one hand holding my thong and the other desperately pulling down his shirt to cover his ding-dong. I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to. You can pull up your pants and not wear anything underneath. That's fine too, I say with a shrug. This feels dirty, says Aiden with a nervous gulp. I narrow my eyes at him. Are you calling my panties dirty? No, he hastily declines. It just feels very perverted. I think we've established by now we're both perverts, I say with a short laugh. With everything we've done so far, this seems fairly light on the pervy scale. Wordlessly, Aiden concedes to my demands and spreads out my thong between his hands, quickly bending down to step into them. He pulls it up over his scrawny legs until he snaps them into place. I bite my bottom lip in response. Good job, I praise him, having watched every step of the way with careful eyes. Aiden perks up at my praise, smiling a little. Feels a bit tight, he murmurs, but not too bad. You have to wear them until you get home tonight, I instruct. All night? He exclaims. I wink at him. Now pull up your pants and let's join the others. Aiden finally pulls his pants back on, still sporting a nice blush on his cheeks. He does an awkward little walk as he catches up to me. You should probably walk a little more natural, I say, stifling a giggle. It's riding up my butt, he complains. Oh no, what a nightmare, I reply sarcastically. There they are, Mero calls out to us. He's standing at the shooting range, waving a hand to catch our attention. I thought you two got lost, he says, sounding concerned. We just got a little distracted, I say with a smile, looking at Aiden. He just turns his head away with a cough and a small blush. Well, you missed out big time, Cinna announces. I shot a bullseye. Mero leans in with a dismissive look. He's lying. He completely missed the target. What are you talking about over there? Come watch my magnificence. Cinna laughs as he shoots his gun at the target. Would you like to shoot? I ask Aiden. Huh? He looks up, not having followed our conversation so far at all. Yes, let's see who's better, Cinna eggs him on. All right, Aiden concedes. He pays for 10 rounds of bullets and places the gun against his shoulder, aiming at the small targets lined up against the wall. Cinna does the same thing and they both start shooting. Out of 10 targets, Cinna misses them all. However, Aiden manages to hit 2 targets. What the hell? This is rigged, Cinna complains. Congratulations, Aiden, I say cheerfully. I think you got a prize. I do? Even Aiden looks surprised. This is way too entertaining. I love seeing you fail. Lexi laughs at Cinna. You are the spawn of the devil, Cinna huffs. Okay, you and me. Let's see who shoots better. As Cinna and Lexi have their own shoot-off, the clerk asks Aiden what prize he'd like to get. Since he only got 2 targets, he's allowed to choose from a bunch of funny-looking keychains. I'll take that one, he says, pointing at a keychain with a large heart filled with air. The clerk hands the keychain to Aiden, who then turns to me. For you, he says, giving me the heart. I'll admit, I feel myself flutter. This is so cheesy and cliché, a guy winning a prize for a girl at a shooting range. But that feeling quickly fades away when I inspect the heart some more. It's solidly coloured pink on one side, but on the other side, it's see-through. There's something inside of the heart, a small wrapper. Are you hinting at something here? I ask, raising my eyebrows at Aiden. Huh? Hinting at what? I show him the other side of the heart where the wrapper is. There's clearly a condom inside of the heart. What? How? Aiden turns bright red and takes a small step back. What? I didn't see that, he shrieks. You sure? I tease him. Yes! I laugh at him, holding the heart close to my chest as I take in a shallow breaths. Oh well, condoms aren't needed. I'm on birth control, I say flippantly. Huh? Aiden stares at me. I realize what I insinuated, that we don't need to use a condom. We can just have sex like this. Have actual sex with Aiden. Somehow, the thought never crossed my mind. We've done so many other perverted things, but it's the vanilla, the mundane intercourse that we haven't done. Hell, I haven't even kissed him yet. Yeah, I thought so. And just like that, I grow quiet, staring at the heart in my hand. What in the world? Is that a condom? Cinna asks, disturbing me and Aiden. What a shame. You'd have to break open the heart to get to it, Mero says in a sad tone. Are you telling her to use it? Cinna cocks an eyebrow at him. I'm not. Blushing, Mero shakes his head. Or do you want to use it yourself? Cinna smirks. Do you need a condom, Mero? I ask nonchalantly. I'm sure Aiden won't mind if I give it to you. Turning even more red, Mero huffs and turns away from us. I'm only accepting one gift today, and that's the chroma glasses. Lexi whistles as she twirls a small penguin plushie around her finger. Guess who won? She says in a sing-song voice. Don't rub it in. It's not good for your skin, Cinna grumbles. Aw, you tried your best, Cinna. Mero tries to cheer him up. Apparently, I'm not even good enough to win a condom, he huffs. I snort and we all laugh at him. But in the back of my mind, I keep thinking, why haven't I kissed Aiden yet? Yeah. Think about that. Do it. Although I'm not gonna lie, like, the doing other things and then, like, the kissing feels more intimate and stuff like that. Yeah, anyway, next time.